What's up, y'all? So I have a energetic astrological update for you guys. One of my favorite astrologers, you can find him on YouTube as the Peace Dealer or on Astrolata as Magic Mike. He is calling this week projection wars, and I cannot agree with him more. What it means to get projected on or to project is when there's unexpressed parts of ourselves that want to find expression. So we unconsciously put them on other people. So to get projected on would be like someone coming to you, basically like putting ideas of you, who you are onto you, but it's really their perception of who you are, and they push it onto you, and it kind of leaves you being like, wait, am I this person? Am I giving off this vibe? Why do they think I am this person? And the reason this is happening is because it's Aries season and we are being called to be our 135% authentic self. Now, every time someone projects on you, it is your opportunity to show spirit and show the universe that like you are not afraid to own your shit. Own who you really are. Not who your boss thinks you are, not who your mom thinks you are, like who you really are. So I don't know about y'all, but I've had a lot of people projecting on me lately, men in particular, kind of like, I don't even know how to say this. So let me say it like this. Ladies, we started waking up to our divinity around 2014. Most of us have been getting slapped since 2014. If you haven't, you are sleeping, girlfriend. Come talk to me and we will sort it out. So anyways, the guys are waking up now. The divine masculine is waking up now. And I am finding, and other women I know that are aware of their energy are finding that men are kind of coming to them with their plights or not even plights. It could be like really anything. But whether they're projecting onto the woman. Projecting things like that basically, you know, I look at it as they are attempting to kind of like rise up their energy and awaken their masculine through another person. So it's like, I don't need to wake up myself. I could just find this woman to wake me up. And, you know, we do this all the time as people. You know, we constantly are clinging to other people. We're constantly forming relationships in a slightly codependent manner to just feel whole, right? Because the reason, you know, the divine masculine and divine feminine even are waking up is to become whole within one human body. So then two whole human beings can come together and actually have a fulfilling relationship. So I'm finding that a lot of men are coming to me and, you know, I'm acting myself, how I would act with anybody. And they're taking it as if, like what I'm doing is specifically for them, and they're taking it as a romantic or sexual like connection. And as much as it sucks, like ladies, if this is happening to you, like it's because spirit is making sure that like one, you know your fucking boundaries, you know yourself, and you know what you want. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm currently trying to find nice ways to say, you're not on my level. Would not even entertain this if you paid me to. Like, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but freedom and empowerment does not come from giving of yourself to the point that you can't give to anyone else but one person. I feel like to be a change agent in a way that you have a close relationship with somebody, you literally are like every day, like cleaning their energy. Because if you don't think that happens, guys, it happens. This is why casual sex is not fucking casual at all. It's not casual because energy is constantly intermingling and exchanging. So let me tell you something. If you've ever slept with somebody, like they're a new person in your life and you sleep with them and then suddenly like you're tired all the time and just like maybe you're being clumsy and like things aren't really working out for you and you just like are just feeling totally different, ma'am, whether you know it or not and whether they know it or not, they pass some karmic garbage onto you and now you have to cycle it out of your body. So this is a lot of times what happens in relationships. This could happen in homosexual relationships as well. I just, who does what is your own thing, but basically the feminine from the dawn of time have been the witches, have been the healers, have been the mystics, and we transmute energy. I mean, that's what giving life is, right? Transmuting energy and birthing something new. So I feel as though men are getting a little afraid of the power they're waking up to, and they're not really sure what to do with it, because the kind of power that we're all coming into requires a certain level of respect for yourself and for humanity, as well as a high level of self-awareness and vulnerability, okay? So I think that men are a little confused as to how they can be strong and also be vulnerable. But it is not your job to wake anybody up. It is also not your job to baby anybody and like hold their hand. Like, so if any of you have found nice ways to say like, you are not on my level, but I am so flattered, let me know. I guess that works, right? I don't know. I'm a pretty forward person, but I don't like being a bitch when I know people aren't conscious of what they're doing. But anyways, guys, so if you're having interactions with people where it seems like they're impressing their idea of you on you, and you're wondering like what you may be doing to cause them to do that, it's really not you. It's really their own ideas of what they want, or what they think they need, or what they think you are, what they can, and what you being that person can do for them. Like, it is now time to burst the energetic bubble. Like, surprise, I am not your saver. Surprise, I don't care about you. Basically, like, if you feed into somebody's delusion, right? If I say to a person, oh yeah, that's sweet and whatever, I'm feeding into their delusion, and therefore I am not drawing clear boundaries for myself. I'm not claiming my own power, and I'm not claiming my own right. So it's really important that right now more than ever that you are authentic, you are honest, and you are strong in your boundaries. And strong does not mean rude, right? Strong just means firm. Strong just means like unwavering. So don't hold back. Okay? Don't hold back. But also remember that a lot of the stuff that's flying around right now is not because of something you're doing, but because of something that the person that's throwing that shade or throwing that projection is going through. And they don't really know how to deal with it within their own vessel. So they're throwing it on you, which seems to be like a blank canvas to try to figure out what exactly is happening. So, I don't want to say beware, because that's like not the appropriate thing to say, but be mindful of what's happening outside in the world and out in the cosmos. Because if you're aware and take these opportunities to draw strong boundaries and to empower yourself, guess what? The universe is going to respond to that. The universe will be like, damn, that bitch had several opportunities to, play small, to go back into her old programming or whatever, and she chose not to. Okay? Because I'm sorry I'm making this video more to women, but we're strong as fuck. And if we're enabling a man by not letting him see his own divinity, by like codependently feeding his energy, no. We're not even doing the collective consciousness a service. We're just selling everybody short. We're selling the whole entire universe and planet at large short. Dead ass. So, with that being said, dip and dodge them projections and take it as an opportunity to stand firm in your truth. So, if you're not sure what your truth is yet, I suggest you get your mind quiet and meditate on that, okay? Because Taurus season's coming up, and during Taurus season, you're going to have to put to action what you learned in Aries season. Literally. Well, rather take it to action in a practical way, like build upon it, right? Taurus is building. They build. They are the physical realm. So, don't shortchange yourself, people. Okay? Take that time to know yourself. It is hella valuable. If you want to know more about your astrology or get a reading, holla at your girl, TheSpiritualSiren@gmail.com. Peace.